students, we are in chapter 4, that is your theoretical concepts of operating systems. So in the previous classes we finished definitions and many introductions also we finished. So previously we are continuing with the topic, that is your key features of the operating system. We are continuing with the key features of the operating system. So totally how many key features are there? Yes, 6 we are having. So the first one, it is your user interface. Next one, it is your memory management. Next one, it is your process management. Next, file management. Next, security management, fault tolerance. So in that we have already discussed user interface, then memory management, security management and fault tolerance. So these are the topics already that we have discussed, and by now we are going to continue with that topic. In that we are going to discuss another one feature today, that is your process management. That is your process management. What do you mean by process? What do you mean by process? Yes, any work that you people are doing is called as your process. So the unit of work in a computer is called as process. A unit of work in a computer is called as your process. Okay, va? A unit of work, or it can also be called as your task, or a program in a computer is called as your process. Is called as your process. So example, what you people can have? For example, if you people are going to type a document, type a Word document, it is a simple example. So example is typing a Word document. Word document. Okay, wow. So this is one of the process. This is your application process. Another one example you people can have, that is system task. System task means, for example, if you people are going to have output as a printout. Output as a printout means it is also another one task. It is also another one task. Okay, so clear with this one. So what do you mean by process? A process is nothing but a unit of work in a computer. In computer edavadhu oru sinna vela seiya poriyum, that is called as your process. Simple example is typing in a Word document. Similarly, if you are willing to have a printout in an output format, it is also a task for you. It is also a task, or it is also a process for you. Okay, similarly, what are the another functions you people are having under process management means, yes, you people can have creation and deletion. You can have creation and deletion of a process. Creation and deletion of a process. And the next, similarly, you people can have communicate and you can synchronize. You can synchronize. So these are the functions. So what are the functions you people can be done with the process management is, first one is your creation and deletion of a process. Similarly, you people can communicate and synchronize with each other. You people can have the communication between the process, and similarly both of them can be synchronized. Both of them can be synchronized. A simple definition for process is a unit of work in a computer. Okay, ma? So similarly, what are the functions of the process management are creating and deleting the process. That is your creation and deletion of process. Similarly, the next two people can have communicate and synchronize between the process. So when you people consider a single computer, only one task or only one process is to be done? No, at a time many processes will be going on. Okay, ma'am? Many processes will be going on. So communicating between that process is here. Similarly, synchronizing. Synchronizing means getting one details from one task and passing it to the another process. It is called as your synchronize. It is called as your synchronize. For example, in your telephone, in your mobile phones and all, you will be having synchronize your contents. So that is, it is going to move from one to another. That is your synchronize. So these are the functions of the process management. Clear with this one? Yes. Now we can continue with the topic. Here the process consists of, it is of two categories. The process is of two categories. Process is of two categories. So what are they? First one, it is your system code, and the next one, it is your user code. First one, it is your system code, another one, it is your user code. System code means operating system, the process which are executed by the system will be coming under system code. That is process which is executed by this one, which is executed by the system code, is the first category. Okay, va? And the next one, user process. Okay, va? User process. User process. The first one, it is your system code, and the next one, it is your user code. So here user process which will be executed by the user code. System code, here the process which is executed by the system code. Okay, va? So the processor or process are categorized into two. They are the process which is executed by the system code, and the next user process which is executed by the user code. So these are the two categories you people are having. So ஒரு single task execute ஆகிறதுக்கு உனக்கு என்னெல்லாம் தேவைப்படும்? Some resources you people are in need. For a single process to be executed, you are in need of some resources. Resources means some resource or need. Resources na என்னது? சில பொருட்கள் தேவைப்படும். என்னெல்லாம் தேவைப்படும்? Yes, you people need CPU time. You people need time. You people are in need of memory. Next, files, and some of the input and output devices. Some of the input and output devices for a simple and a single process to be finished. For a single process to be finished, you are in need of many resources. Few resources are to tell are CPU time, memory, some of the file, and input output devices. Okay, ma? For example, you people consider you are going to type a document. What else you people are going to do? ஒரு சின்ன டாக்குமெண்ட்டை வேர்டில் டைப் பண்ண போகிற அப்போ அதுக்கு உனக்கு என்னெல்லாம் தேவை? Yes, you people are first you need a keyboard, that is your input. The next you people are in need of the output. Yes, which is your output? Yes, monitor is your output. So you are in need of a monitor. You are in need of a monitor. That is your output. அப்போ input output resource வந்துச்சா? சரி, நீ டைப் பண்ணுறதுலாம் எங்கே ஸ்டோர் ஆகணும்? உனக்கு ஒரு மெமரி ஏரியாவில் ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கணும். ஸோ இப்போ மெமரி வந்துடுச்சா? அடுத்தது ஒரு ஃபைலுனா என்னது? நீ எல்லாம் டைப் பண்ணி முடிச்ச பிறகு நீ என்ன செய்ய போகிற? யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் கோயிங் டு சேவ் தட் ஒன். யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் கோயிங் டு சேவ் தட் ஒன். சரி, சேவ் பண்ணி முடிச்சாச்சு. சேவ் பண்ணி முடிச்ச பிறகு ஃபர்தர் ரெஃபரன்ஸ் போது அதை எடுத்து நீ பார்ப்பெல்லாம். ஸோ தட் இஸ் யுவர் ஃபைல். தட் இஸ் யுவர் ஃபைல். Similarly, here you need of CPU, that is your central processing unit. Central processing unit உனக்கு என்ன செய்ய போகுது? ஸோ நான் இப்போ உனக்கு சிம்பிளாக என்ன சொன்னேன்? ஜஸ்ட் அ வேர்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட் சொன்னேன். பட் இஃப் யூ ஆர் டூயிங் சம் அதர் கால்குலேஷன்ஸ்னா ஸோ த சிபியூக்கு கண்டிப்பாக போகுது. அதில் என்ன இருக்குது? யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் ஹேவிங் த அரித்மெட்டிக் அண்ட் லாஜிக் யூனிட்ஸ் அண்ட் மெயின் ரிஜிஸ்டர்ஸ் இருக்குது, கண்ட்ரோல் யூனிட் இருக்குது. எல்லாமே உனக்கு எங்கே தான் மெயினாக செய்யணும்? சிபியூவில் தான் உனக்கு சேஞ்ச் ஆகணும். அப்போ அந்த டைம் எல்லாத்தையும் அலோகேட் பண்ணி உனக்கு கரெக்டாக டாஸ்க்கு செய்ய உதவுறதே யார் தான்? CPU. So these are the main resources that you people are in need when you people are going to have a single process. ஒரு ப்ராசஸுக்கே என்னது உனக்கு இவ்வளவு தேவைப்படுது? அட் அ டைம் உன்னோட கம்ப்யூட்டரில் நீ ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் தான் யூஸ் பண்ண போறியா? நோ, யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஹேவ் மெனி ப்ராசஸ் அட் அ டைம். ஸோ எல்லாத்தையும் எல்லா எல்லா ப்ராசஸ்க்கும் கரெக்டாக மெமரி அலோகேட் பண்ணி எந்தெந்த ஃபைலில் எங்கெங்கே ஸ்டோர் பண்ணணும், CPU டைம் சரியாக அலோகேட் பண்ணி எல்லாத்தையும் என்ன செய்ய போகுது, perfectly the works to be done, and these processes are managed by the process, that is your process management. Everything is going to be managed by the process management. Okay va. Similarly, the operating system is responsible for few activities. Okay va. The operating system is responsible for few activities. What are the activities? We can see it by now. The first one, it is in scheduling the process. அதாவது நான் சொன்னேன்ல, நிறைய ஒர்க்கு உனக்கு நடக்கு, நிறைய ப்ராசஸ் உனக்கு இருக்குன்னு கரெக்டாக எந்த ப்ராசஸ்க்கு எந்த இது ஒர்க்கு கொடுக்கணும், எந்த ப்ராசஸ் இந்த நேரம் ஒர்க்கை பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும், ஹவு மச் டைம் டு பி அலோகேட்டட் அப்படிங்கிறது எவ்ரி திங்ஸ் டு பி மேனேஜ்டும். த ஃபஸ்ட் ஒன், இட் இஸ் யோர் ஷெட்யூல் ப்ராசஸ். இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஷெட்யூல் த ப்ராசஸ் and threads means if you people are going to have any error, that must to be reported. So it is first activity. So these are the activities. Okay ma'am. The first one, it is going to schedule the process and threads on the CPU and the next one, it is your creating and deleting. It is going to create and delete the process. So one task to be beginning means the process must be created. After finishing that one, that process must be deleted. So create and deleting both at the user and the system, both at the user level and at the system level. Okay va. These are the activities we are discussing, which is important for the, which are noted, activities noted by the operating system. Okay va. First one, schedule which process to be work out at the given time. That is the first schedule. Next one, create and delete both user and the system side process. The next one, and suspending and resuming process. Suspending means, what do you mean by suspend? Suspend and resume. For few tasks, some memory area will be, extra memory area will be needed. So for that, it has to wait. After the needed memory is allocated, again the work is going to be done. So that is your suspend and resume. The next one, it is your process synchronization. So already we have discussed this one under the function. Process synchronization. Okay va. And the next one you people are having, yes, the next one, it is your synchronization, and the next one, it is your process communication. Process communication. Yes, these are the activities that are to be done by the operating system when it is going to deal with a process. Then when it is going to deal with a process, the first activity is scheduling the process and the threads of the CPU. Threads means what else the error you people are going to have. Okay ma. The next one is create and delete process, at which end, both the user end and the system side. Okay ma. The next one, it is going to suspend and resume the process. Suspend and resume the process. Next you people are having the process synchronization, and the next you people are having the process communication. So these are the activities that are to be performed by the operating system under process management. Okay ma. So clear with the topics, clear with the introduction under process management. Yes, next we are going to continue with the few algorithms you are having. For example, if people consider, when a process enter your computer, it has to perform. So already there are 10 process waiting. So computer will be giving preference based upon what to do the process. Okay va. For example, உன்னோட கம்ப்யூட்டரில் 10 வேலை காத்திருக்கு. அப்போ 11 இன்னொரு என்ட்ரி ஒர்க் உள்ளே வருது. அப்போ எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் எந்த ப்ராசஸ்க்கும் உனக்கு முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுத்து வேலை செய்ய போகுது. ஸோ தட் இஸ் அல்காரிதம் வி ஆர் ஹேவிங். பேஸ்ட் அப்பான் திஸ் அல்காரிதம் ஒன்லி விச் ப்ராசஸ் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி எக்ஸிக்யூட்டட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், தட் வில் பி டிசைடட். எந்த ப்ராசஸ் உனக்கு முதல்ல எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகணுமோ அதுக்கு ஃபியூ அல்காரிதம்ஸ் யூ ஆர் ஹேவிங். ஸோ டோட்டலி யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் ஹேவிங் 4 algorithms. ஓகேவா? algorithm. The first one you people are having, it is your first in first out. And the next one, it is your shortest job first. And the next one, it is your round robin. And the next one, it is your based on priority. The next one, it is your based on priority. Okay, wow. So these are the 4 algorithms you are having. So already I told you, if many process are waiting, process na உனக்கு என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சிச்சுலாம், கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல செய்யறதுக்கு நிறைய வேலைகள் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்ததுன்னா, based upon which the first process will be executed. எந்த வேலை உனக்கு முதல்ல செய்ய போகுது, அந்த இதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்காக you people are having 4 algorithms. ஓகேவா? These and all will be done by the operating system only. So these algorithms are available inside your computer only. Okay, so the first one, it is your first in first out. The second one, it is your shortest job first. Next one, round robin. And the next one, it is your based on the priority. The next one, it is your based on the priority. So by now we are going to discuss these 4 algorithms. The first one, by the name itself, it is your first in first out. It is your first in first out. Yes, by the name itself you people will be clear. Yes, which process is going to enter into first will be processed first and it will be out first for you people. For example, this is your line A. Here you people are having B, C, D. So it is moving on like this. Okay, ma? If the process is entering inside like this means, first which process you people are having? So consider here you are having 4 processes, A, B, C, D. So in this way they are entering, first entered process is A for you. So after processing A, it will be out for you. After A is processed, it will be out. So this is your in and this is your out. Okay, va? After the A is processed, it will be first out for you. After A, so here A is over. Next, what you people are having? Yes, you are having B. After B is processed, it will be out for you. The next, you people will be having C to be processed and out. And finally, you people will be having your D. So the first in process is A for you, and that is first out for you. And that is first out for you. So here everything is waiting in a neat queue. Here everything is waiting in a neat queue for you. So in that queue, which process or which task or which program is to be first executed, that is executed first, and then only the preference is given to the next one, and then only the preference is given to the next one. For this, you people can have a simple example. For this, you people can have a simple example. For example, your teacher is correcting your note. How you people will be going to correct your note? Yes, you people will be standing in a line and you will be correcting. Before that, yes, the person who finished the test or the fair note first will form a neat line. That is, he only will be forming the queue for you. So that first finished person will be standing first, then the second one, then the third one, and then the fourth one, and the line that the queue will be going on for you. So the first person who is in the line to correct the note will get the note corrected first, will get that note corrected first. Then the second person, then the third person, then the line goes on for you. So that's all with the case with the first in first out algorithm. That is with your first in first out algorithm. So clear with this algorithm? Yes, next we can have the next algorithm. It is your shortest job first. Shortest job first. So here by the name itself, very simple. Which job is having very short work to be done, that job will be executed first for you. For example, you people consider 2 work is there for you. A, another one is B. You are having A, another one is B. Here the A task is 6 kilobyte and for B it is 9 kilobyte. Okay, ma? So for A process, the size of the work is 6 kilobyte, and for B, the size of the work is 9 kilobyte. Just by the name itself, you people tell which process will be executed first for you. Yes, A will be executed first for you. How you people are telling? Yes, this algorithm is shortest job first for you. This algorithm is shortest job first. So A is going to have this file size very smaller when compared to that of the B. So this one, the process A will be executed first, then the preference will be given to the next one, then the preference will be given to the next one. So clear with this name, that is your shortest job first. Yes, next you people are going to have the next one. It is your round robin scheduling. It is your round robin scheduling. Yes, by the name itself. So each and every algorithm can be explained by the name itself. Round robin scheduling. Schedule means, yes, you people are going to allocate the timing, allocate the resources, that and all, okay ma? Already we have discussed what are the resources. Yes, so round robin, by the name itself, just you people are going to have a round. For example, consider you are having 3 processes, A, next you people can have B, C. How the task will be done? Yes, first preference will be given to A, then it will be B, then it will be C, and then finally it is to A. Again the routine starts for you, A, B, C. Like that the circle will be rotated for you. So here it is mainly, that is this round robin scheduling is mainly designed especially for time sharing, especially for time sharing system. What do you mean by time sharing? Yes, that for example, for a work to be done, only 10 minutes is given. So for the task A, B, C to be finished as a whole, only 10 minutes is given. Then how the time will be allocated or divided between each other? Yes, for the task which is to be executed more time, some more extra time will be allocated. But for the work to be very less time will be allocated. For example, if we will consider the A task is having 15 minutes, okay va? Here B 10 minutes. 10 minutes only allocated. And for C 20 minutes are allocated. Okay va? For A ங்கிற வேலை முடிக்கிறதுக்கு 15 நிமிஷம், B ஓட வேலையை முடிக்க 10 நிமிஷம். For C 20 minutes is allocated. அப்போ Aக்கு என்ன வேலை இருக்கோ அது ஃபுல்லாக முடியுதோ இல்லையோ அதோட டைம் எவ்வளவு தான்? ஒன்லி 15 minutes தான். 15 minutesக்குள்ள அது வேலை முடித்தாலும் சரி, ப்ராசஸை முடிக்கலனாலும் சரி, நம்மளோட ஷெட்யூல் எங்கே வந்துடும்? இட் வில் பி மூவிங் டு த B. ஸோ பிக்கு கொடுக்கப்பட்ட டைம் எவ்வளவு? 10 minutes. வித்தின் திஸ் 10 minutes இட் மஸ்ட் பி ஏபிள் டு ஃபினிஷ் திஸ் டாஸ்க். அதால் முடிக்க முடியலன்னா அது என்ன பண்ணிட போகுது? அது எவ்வளோ தூரம் வேலை பண்ணியிருக்கோம் அதை அப்படியே நின்றுட்டு நம்மளோட டைம் எங்கே வந்துடும்? இட் வில் பி கமிங் டு சி. ஸோ சி இஸ் ஹேவிங் 20 minutes. வித்தின் திஸ் 20 minutes இட் மஸ்ட் பி ஏபிள் டு ஃபினிஷ் த ஒர்க். இஃப் இட் இஸ் அனேபிள் டு டூ, எஸ், எந்த நிலைமையில் அப்படி வெயிட் பண்ணுதோ அது வெயிட் பண்ணணும். இப்போ அடுத்தது ரொட்டீன் எங்கே வந்துடும்? எஸ், இங்கே 15, தட் இஸ் ஏக்கு வந்துடும். ஸோ ஏ ஆல்ரெடி பெண்டிங்காக வச்சுருக்கிறத இப்போ இன்னும் இருக்கிற 15 minutesல என்ன பண்ணி ஆகணும்? வேலையை கடகடன்னு செஞ்சு த ப்ராசஸ் மஸ்ட் பி எக்ஸிக்யூட்டட் அண்ட் இட் இஸ் மஸ்ட் பி ஃபினிஷ்ட். ஓகேவா? ஸோ எஸ், அலோகேட்டட் டைமுக்குள்ளே என்ன பண்ணி ஆகணும்? இந்த ப்ராசஸ் எல்லாம் they have to finish their work. So this round robin scheduling is mainly based upon time sharing system. It is mainly based upon time sharing system. For each and every process few times time is allocated. Within that time the process must be able to complete its task. If it is unable, it has to wait for its turn to come. It must wait for its turn to come. So clear with the round robin scheduling? Yes, next we are going to have the next one. That is your fourth one. It is your based on priority. It is your based on priority. Priority means, yes, based upon the importance the task will be executed. For example, if you consider A, C, D. Like this, you people are having 4 processes. You people are having 4 processes. So each and everything are having some time to be, some times are allocated for them. But C is having high priority when compared to A. C is having high priority when compared to A. So which process will be executed first for you? Yes, C will be executed first for you. Then only preference will be coming to A, B, and then D will be executed for you. Then only D will be executed for you. Yes, how the priority? Yes, for that some number will be given. For example, for yes, C is going to have the priority number as 7. For this one 5, this one 3, and this one it can be 4. So which one will be executed first for you? Yes, 7 will be executed first, then B. 7 is C will be executed first, then you will be having B, then you will be having D, at last only you will be having A. So based upon the priority that is given, that corresponding process will be executed for you. Based upon that priority, the corresponding process will be executed. So here we have discussed 4 algorithm. First one is first in, first out. Yes, which process is going to enter first will be executed first. That is your first in, first out. Next one, it is your shortest job first. Yes, which job or which process is going to have short or limited size, that will be executed first. The next one, it is your round robin scheduling. Here it is mainly for time sharing systems. It is for time sharing systems. Some time will be allocated for each and every process. Within that time, it must be able to complete that work. Otherwise, it has to wait. The next one you people are having based on the priority. Priority means importance. So here you are having 4. The 7 is for C. So the first is 7. That is C will be executed, then B, then D, and finally A will be executed. So clear with the algorithm? Yes, these are the 4 algorithms that you people are having under process management. Based upon this algorithm, your process will be executed. So clear with the topic what we have discussed by today? Yes, today we have discussed the process management. Yes, what do you mean by process? A small or a single task or a single program in a computer is called a process for you. So then we discussed the 2 functions. What are they? Creating and deleting. And the next one, process communication. And the next one, it is your process synchronize. Next 2 categories, that is your system code, and the next one, it is your user code. Next we discuss the activities. And finally we discuss the algorithm. That are available in the process management. So today we discussed only one key feature, that is your process management. Yes, remaining key features we can continue in the next class. Yes, thank you students.